Hey guys, JuV Day 29, and it's time to bring things towards the end. It's time for my June favourites video, where I take basically a walk through the things that I enjoyed most over this past month. The first thing that I want to say about as part of my June favourites is Loki. Now, we're only halfway through the season at this point, but I have really enjoyed it. It's been pretty damn good so far, and I feel like I want to talk about it now. It's been real interesting, so yeah, it's one of my favourites. I'm interested to see where they go next, so hopefully they don't balls it up and I've just talked about this for no goddamn good reason, but it's not looking too bad. The next thing that I want to say about as part of my June favourites is Sex Education. Now, this show is a Netflix show done in partnership with various different folk, I think, and we've been watching it relatively recently and we've been quite enjoying it, though at times it does rely very heavily on cringe comedy, which I don't always do very well with, and I literally have been having to hide myself behind a pillow just because I cannot cope with the cringe. And oh boy, it's a good show. It's a really good show, and it's resonated with me in some ways that I've really enjoyed it. But also at times it's been like, oh god, I'm so uncomfortable right now. Oh god. It's a really interesting show. I have really been enjoying it. Hopefully they keep it up. The next thing that I want to say about as part of my June favourites is my new PC! So, background story for this. When I got my most recent laptop, which is a year and a half ago, one of the reasons that I wanted to get it was because well, my old laptop was not coping very well with video editing anymore. It was just chugging along and not really good enough to do any of the things I wanted to do with it. Hence why I've only really been getting to After Effects recently. So, I got this new laptop for Christmas from my parents as a joint Christmas birthday present. And then, turned out, the graphics card, which, for this laptop, which was really good, wasn't the right one to be able to use with Adobe products. So I had to keep on the old laptop just to do video editing, and I'd moved on to the new laptop for everything else. And so my dad was on the lookout for appropriate graphics card so that we could put it into the new laptop, and And we were looking at this a couple weeks ago, and we decided that we're not going to be able to just find one reasonably enough to change the new laptop. So, my dad had a PC going around. He works he's got his own business where he fixes computers and trains people on how to use them and stuff like that. So he had a free PC that he'd been given just to sort of get rid of that was pretty damn good. He managed to find a graphics card that would go for a computer, an actual desktop, a lot easier than finding one for the laptop. He had a spare monitor, had a spare keyboard and mouse, had spare basically most everything else. All that he had to pay for was the new graphics card and a new power supply upgrade thing, and that was it. And I've been editing on it ever since I got that, and it's been great. It's been so very good, and I've been just having a great time getting to actually play around with After Effects, getting to play around with heavier effects and stuff on my YouTube videos in Premiere, and just having a bit of time where I can do things that I've been wanting to do for literally years in terms of editing, and amazing. Needless to say, I'm really enjoying having this new computer. The next thing I want to say about as part of my June favourites is Adobe After Effects. For basically the same reasons that I was saying about the new PC for. I'm actually getting to play around with After Effects, and it's really cool, and I'm getting to really just have some fun times with doing some new effects and learning things. It's great! The next thing that I want to say about as part of my June favourites is Dimension 20, The Unsleeping City. I've been watching all of Dimension 20 that is available for free, and well, last month I had both Fantasy High and Escape from the Bloodkeep as part of my favourites. Well, Unsleeping City's definitely joined it, so that's all I need to say there. I enjoyed it a lot, and it sort of took over most of my media watching life that was on my own. So I'm well behind on a lot of stuff. My YouTube Watch Later playlist is very full, and my podcasts are fuller than I like them to be, so that's fun. The next thing is also sort of related to Dimension 20, in that Adventuring Academy is their vodcast where they talk all sorts of RPGs with cool people, and well, yeah, no, I've literally watched all of that. That also contributed to me falling behind with everything else. So I've watched all of it that's available on YouTube, and it's good, and I've got a lot of stuff that I've learned and a lot of stuff that I want to check out more, but lots to get sorted. And the last thing that I want to say about as part of my June favourites is Don't Starve Together. Now, this is a game that is not new to me in the slightest, but me and Jamie have played it a lot over the years, and this month we got back into it a lot. We've been playing lots and lots and lots of Mario Kart, and that had been our sort of after dinner, after watching TV thing that we were doing over the last several months, but we used to do Don't Starve Together as that, and this month or so we've been actually doing that again, and it's been great. I've just been really enjoying it. I really, really like playing that game. It's crazy, and we just enjoy it a lot. We always have to ask every time we start, were we alive? Were we alive last time when we left off? And more often than not at the moment, the answer is yes, which it hasn't always been. Luckily, we can roll things back like a couple of days if we really, really have screwed the pooch, but we've been managing to sort of keep ourselves alive a lot more. Jamie's been doing a lot more exploring in it and the world that we're using, so we're 400 odd days in. We're doing pretty well for ourselves. So those have been my favourite things over this month of June. I think there's some good ones in there, so tell me what you thought of them in the comments down below. Tell me what your favourite things were in the comments down below as well. I would love to know, so down there, tell me. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you remember to like and share it and subscribe to my channel. Click on the thumbnails over there to see other videos by me, click on the link in the description to join my Discord, and I will see you guys tomorrow for the next day of JuV, the last day of JuV. Bye.